Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino. I'm in front of a green screen in my house. Actually, it's a green wall. I've got soundproofing up, I've got new lights. I'm gonna have to produce a lot of videos in a short period of time. So I'm down here making sure mostly that the audio is correct. We need the audio to be spot on because that's really important when you get a video experience. You need good video. This is 4K at 30 frames a second, but you also need good audio. So here's what happened. Sunday night I flew to Washington, D.C. on United, and it took 10 minutes for them to let us out of the plane. There was no gate agent when we got there. That happens, not a big deal. Pull out your iPad, do a little work, respond to emails, do something to use the time wisely, no problem. But then I went to get a bag that I checked, which was my mistake, and I waited literally 55 minutes for my bag without anyone saying a word. And I called United and I walked into their office and said, listen, I have to have my bag. Please, I've been waiting here for an hour. Can you find my bag? And it literally had not been taken from the plane yet. And it took about another 10 minutes for them to get the bag there, which was unfortunate. And here's the thing. If you work in a business like an airline, and what's an airline like? You have mechanicals every day, you have weather issues every day, you have pilots get sick. You've got all these things that can happen that are 100% out of your control. If you could do something about them, you would do something and the airline would run better than any other airline. But in this case, a lot of the things that happen are outside of your control. So when you work in a business where everything or almost everything that goes wrong is outside of your control, you need to be really good at what's inside your control. And what's inside your control? Basically, there are three things that are inside your control no matter what kind of business you have. The first is communication. When something goes wrong, you can go to your client or your customer and say, listen, something is going wrong. We're not getting you the result that we're supposed to be getting you. We're working on it. I promise you we're doing everything we can. We're pulling out all the stops. I brought in additional resources. Anything to let them know that you're doing something about it. And that communication really counts because when you don't communicate that, what you are communicating is a very different message. And that message is, I don't really care about you. I'm just going to do my job, punch the clock, doesn't matter what happens to you. And that is not a great model for any business. The second thing that you can do is hustle. Listen, if a plane is getting in late, and I don't know what that means in your world, but if something's not being done and you need to correct it, hustle. Work with some urgency. Know that people are counting on you to get results and get things done. Just really light a fire under people, move, get things done. Nothing says that you really care about someone's business like hustling when something goes wrong. And then the last thing is just simply care about other people. Be empathetic and look at your client, look at your customer and say, I'm struggling here to get them the result. What are they struggling with? What do we have to do to help make this better for them? Think about other people because the more other-oriented you are, the better results you're going to produce. And if you have a business where a lot of things can go wrong that are outside of your control, the one thing that you can focus on is what is in your control and do the very best job you can with all of those things. I'm Anthony Iannarino. You found me at youtube.com/Iannarino, which means you need to hit the like button. You need to share this with someone who works in a business where everything seems to be out of their control so they can shift their focus, and then hit the subscribe button so you can be here with me every day. Also, we're going to pop a banner up. Go to thesalesblog.com. When you're there, sign up for the newsletter. My best piece of content every week, bar none. It'll get you started Monday morning with initiative, being proactive with great ideas, and you're just going to be juiced and do great work. This is Every Day.